How did a man who faced so many adversities overcome them to become an actor on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Well, in a world where movie legends are loved and remembered, the lights dimmed on a star named Donald Sutherland, whose brilliance shone for over 6 decades. He is such a legendary Hollywood actor who, despite facing many challenges, worked hard to transform his struggles into a remarkable 88-year career. Brief info about the life and career of Donald Sutherland. Donald Sutherland was one of Canada's most famous actors, known for appearing in over 200 movies and TV shows. After several years of struggling to make a name for himself, he got a role in The Dirty Dozen, which led to his big breakthrough in the 1970 movie MASH. Sutherland showed that he could play many different types of roles and acted in many films and shows. He passed away in June 2024 at the age of 88. Although he had small roles in British TV shows like The Avengers, Sutherland initially struggled to find his place in the industry. A year later, he got a part in the 1963 British romantic drama The World 10 Times Over, but it didn't lead to steady or well-paying work. So, on his agent's advice, a broke Sutherland moved to Hollywood in the mid-1960s. His big break finally came in 1967 when he landed a small but important role in Vernon Pinkley in the war movie The Dirty Dozen. Around this time, Sutherland accepted the role that launched his career, playing Hawkeye Pierce in the classic Robert Altman war comedy, MASH. While he became one of Hollywood's most respected actors, Sutherland received little Oscar attention and was never nominated for an Academy Award. In 2018, he accepted an honorary Oscar recognizing his body of work. Net worth. Donald Sutherland, a Canadian actor worth $60 million, has had an amazing career lasting over 60 years. He became famous in the late 1960s and early 1970s, with unforgettable roles in classic movies. His unique talent and strong presence on screen earned him a place among Hollywood's greats. Financial missteps. Despite a successful career, Sutherland made a big financial mistake with the 1978 film Animal House. At first, he was offered 2.5% of the film's profits and a salary of $35,000, but he turned it down, thinking the film wouldn't do well. Universal Studios then offered him $35,000 plus 15% of the film's total earnings, but he declined again and chose a one-time payment of $50,000 instead. Animal House ended up making $141 million, and Sutherland's choice cost him a lot of money. Health issues. In 1937, when he was just 2 years old, he got polio, a disease that didn't have a vaccine yet. A few years later, he had mastoiditis, a bacterial infection in the big bone behind his ear. Doctors used a hammer and chisel to treat it. Then in the 4th grade, he got rheumatic fever, which kept him home for the whole school year. His health problems didn't stop as he got older. In 1970, when he was in his mid-30s, he nearly died from spinal meningitis, a disease that affects the fluid and membranes around the brain and spinal cord. This happened while he was filming Kelly's Heroes. In an interview with the Irish Examiner, he said, "I went to Yugoslavia for a day of filming and ended up being out for 6 weeks. They took me to the hospital because I had spinal meningitis. They didn't have the right antibiotics. So I went into a coma, and they told me that for a few seconds, I died." Death. Psychiatrist Raymond Moody came up with the term near-death experience in 1975. People who have these experiences often talk about seeing dead relatives, bright lights, and even aliens. Sutherland experienced something similar. He told the Irish Examiner, "I saw the blue tunnel and started going down it. I saw the white light. I tried to stop myself." Sutherland was married 3 times. During his second marriage to Shirley Douglas, he had a 3-year affair with actress Jane Fonda. They starred together in the 1971 movie Clute. In a 2008 interview with The Guardian, Sutherland said, "We got together just before we made Clute and stayed together until everything fell apart in Tokyo. It broke my heart. I was devastated. It was a wonderful relationship until we lived together." On a sad Thursday in Miami, after a long illness, the respected actor took his final bow. What makes an actor's legacy endure through the ages? His son, Kiefer Sutherland, shared the heartbreaking news on social media. With a heavy heart, I tell you that my father, Donald Sutherland, has passed away. I personally think he was one of the most important actors in the history of film. Never afraid of a role, good, bad, or ugly. He loved what he did and did what he loved. One can never ask for more than that. A life well lived. Conclusion. Many tributes poured in after the news of his death was announced. Upon hearing of his passing, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau wrote, "We've lost one of the greats. Donald Sutherland brought a level of brilliance to his work that few could match. He was a remarkable, legendary actor and a proud Canadian." U.S. President Joe Biden wrote, "Donald Sutherland was a beloved husband, father, grandfather, and a unique actor who inspired and entertained the world for decades." From his early days, Sutherland captivated audiences with his talent. Donald Sutherland's career was a collection of diverse and unforgettable characters. Surprisingly, despite his many movies, he was never nominated for a competitive Oscar. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences corrected this mistake by giving him an honorary Oscar in November 2017 at the Governor's Awards. His awards also include an Emmy and a Golden Globe for his performance in the 1995 HBO film Citizen H, and another Golden Globe for his role in the 2002 HBO miniseries Path to War. Donald Sutherland's life and career were a testament to his dedication, talent, and love for acting. His legacy will continue to inspire and captivate future generations, a shining star whose light will never fade. For an actor like Donald Sutherland, what kind of legacy did he leave behind? How much did he impact the movie industry? Share your opinion in the comment section. Thank you for staying with us until the end of this revealing journey. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to our channel, and check out the next one.